Hello, Goddess. I realized after I finished the Super Sign Sunday Divine Feminine Energy reading and hit stop on that video that I didn't share the worthy card or about these wonderful cards that just found me, shall we say, for my birthday last month. A shout out to Changing Hands bookstore in Tempe, Arizona. They give you a $10 store credit for your birthday every year, and I go in every year, and I always spend on average $30 to $50 more at least. They got such a variety of things in there. I can't even begin. Journals, greeting cards, books, obviously, oracle cards, tarot cards, incense, because they have a whole bunch of different Nag Champa incense that I love. So we're going to dive into this card here. Well, actually the story of how this deck found me and this card. So we'll start with this. I knew that there was a deck for me at Changing Hands. I always know, like 2 years ago, there was not a deck. And I knew that before I went. And there were other things that I got. So I go in and I tend to know pretty quickly when I spot the deck. Like, hello, discernment, right? Like, oh, tapped in, that's it. This is it. There were 2 boxes of these. The front box had those seals, the sticker seals, that had been, of course, peeled, and they were kind of, worn a little bit. And that was the box that I took could be the one that we could see. So I opened it up, and in that box there was a different one. And in fact, I think it was strong. That was the front card in that. And I was like, okay. And of course, because hello, my color, pink, I love it. Love it. That power pink with purple and magenta in there, more the magenta. Love that. But I put that deck back down, that box, because that box specifically was not the box that my body said, yep, this is it, don't let it go. I put it back. And then I finished perusing the rack of cards. And I, of course, kept eyeing this deck. So, again, 2 boxes. I grabbed the second box behind it, didn't open it. There wasn't even sticker seals on it. But I took that one, and that was the box. I did not realize until I got home and I opened the box that this card was the very first card in the deck. Now, why is this card so profoundly mind-boggling for me to be the first card in the box? Well, this is why. This is my daily checklist book. This is where I started with what is now the download that you can purchase on my website at empowermentexperiences.com. It's the daily self-love empowerment checklist. It's a single page. And this was the notebook that I decorated where I started that, where I have all my daily notes in here. Oh, this card here. And I wanted to make sure that the energy on the journal was exactly what I needed to be focusing on for the year. And I had been having this, I've had this for years. It was clipped out of a magazine years ago. I don't even know where or when, where it came from. But how perfect. Feelings of self-worth, or feeling of self-worth in a can. And there's been even more that's contributed to this can, this whole story of a can. All right, we're going to go get that too because it's all connected. This special canister here. It's green. This came from someone really special who is no longer in the earthly physical realm. However, she's certainly still here. Her name is Roslyn. And this was gifted to me at her celebration of life the first week of this year. And I did not know the meaning of it. I just knew. All right, so let me tell you the story. Story time. Have a seat, grab some popcorn. At her celebration of life, her wonderful kids had said that, because this woman impacted so many lives, so many countless lives. She was 70 and 70 years in this physical realm. She was here having this impact. And so she even had a client that flew from the other side of the country to come in her memory, in her honor. And so the kids, they had cleaned out, you know, all of their mom's stuff, and they got down to where it was just a bunch of trinkets and things like that. Obviously things that would most likely just be donated. And so they left them out on the table on the back porch in this gorgeous, gorgeous January sun. It was such, I mean, well, not directly in the sun, but on the back porch on a gorgeous January morning. It was just absolutely amazing that day. It could not have been a more beautiful day. And we were allowed to go out and take what spoke to us. And I hadn't been knowing her that long. In fact, I'd only had a couple interactions with her. This was sitting on the table with the lid off of it. And I walked over to it and I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. Oh my God, the fact that it's green, I don't know what I'd put in it. What would I put in it? I don't know what I'd put in this. And so I just left it there, and I'm thinking, I didn't know this woman that much. Why is this speaking? Now, let me point out too, as we're sitting here at the reading I just did for Super Sign Sunday here, she's a psychic. She was the psychic, one of the co-founders of Soul Sisters of Sedona. And, yeah, word had gotten to me that apparently she thought I was good at what I did, and was actually asking her son if I'd actually considered ever doing an actual location for my business. I was like, I don't know about that. I love being able to reach the entire world. I don't know. But that's a whole nother story. That was quite a compliment, though. I will say that was quite an honor and a compliment to hear that message from her. So I left this sitting on the table at the celebration of life, and it kept calling to me throughout the day as we were in the house and the kitchen and, you know, just all hanging out with the family and such. And finally, I went back out there, and it was still sitting there, and it was the end of the day. And I said, all right, well, nobody else took it. It's supposed to go with me. And that's when it hit me. In that moment when I said, yes, it's supposed to go with me, that I remembered self-worth in a can. And I had been asking myself the question, well, how do I get it out of the can? It's a closed can. How do I get my self-worth out of a can? And we do this to ourselves, Goddess. Do you not see how we do this to ourselves? We close up, we lock up our self-worth, and then we don't get to feel it. We don't get to experience it because we've locked it up. Because why? We've trusted, we've been burned, we've loved, we've been taught that we're not worthy. We've been just all the not so nice things. Well, that's when it hit me with this. Hello, canister, right? Canister. You just take the lid off. You built the can, Goddess. You are the one that put these things away. You are the one that has to just take the lid off. Just take the lid off. It doesn't have to be that complicated or that difficult. Just take the damn lid off and let yourself feel worthy. Let yourself feel your worthiness. Feel your worth. Let me see, I kind of wanted that. There we go. So with that, let's read this card. This wonderful card out of Mood Crystals by Crystal Alvarez and Nerissa Alberts. No idea. Oh, they're out of the UK, or maybe that's where. Yeah. Ooh, holy moly. Yeah. How fun. How fun. I didn't even realize. Okay. Physical emotions, worthy. At the surface level, being given recognition brings a feeling of worthiness. Delving deeper, worth is tethered to how well we treat or think about ourselves. When we value ourselves and act in accordance with those beliefs, it gives us a sense of purpose and belonging. And this is where we are, Goddess. This is blue-green tourmaline, emerald, lepidolite, and larimar. Those are 4 stones that empower you to embody and amplify, to fully integrate, embody, and amplify your self-worth. They're here to help support on that. And I just want to share, emerald is my birthstone. So remember, this was the first card. It's my theme of the year. And larimar was also a gift I had gotten 2 days before, and we're starting to work with in my little hobby business with my 2 friends. Emerald guides you to self-respect and inspires the feelings, I am enough. It shows you to honor uniqueness and embody the totality of the value you bring to relationships. And that's the thing too with our Super Sign Sunday message. You've got to go back and check it. I'm going to link that down in the description here and also as well at the end of this video, so you can just link back and watch it. But the discernment of this next level of energy vampires that are coming into your life, on the surface, they do not look like that. And it's the next level because the deceptive, the usury isn't going to be so blatant, right? It's going to be more deceptive. It's going to be more in that space where you don't feel like you're being used, but yet you're being that, right? So that's this next level. So be sure to check out the Super Sign Sunday and for all the ways for you to transcend and, rise through all of that. And then Larimar. Larimar opens the heart to self-acceptance and encourages you to examine if your current beliefs are in alignment with your self-worth, burning away the falseness of self-doubt and restoring your true value. And again to reference into the Super Sign Sunday, the fake is falling away. The fake is being revealed. Even the fake in you and your lack of self-worth, your lack of self-value, that's all fake. That's not true. That's not your true you, Goddess. And that's exactly why it's amplified for me this year, because I'm working on it too, sister. I'm working on it too. I know this journey. As a former pimped out, drug addicted prostitute so many years ago, I still cannot begin to fathom that was my life. I'm like, I lived that. Holy wow. And the things that I sometimes remember, it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe I was in that space, but I was. And now where I am, it's like, holy wow. But again, it's constant growth and expansion to next level. Deeper and deeper healing comes greater and greater self-worth. And this is where we are, that deeper and deeper healing into greater and greater self-worth. So I'm not going to read the other 2. Those were the 2 that truly just spoke with me most. But it is about I am enough. You have to realize that. In fact, that's a fun little assignment out of this little video. You let your inner child come out to play, get some crayons, some colored markers, and you're going to draw a picture that literally is, I am enough. That's it. You're going to have fun with it. You're going to make it colorful and pretty and however you want it, and then you're going to hang that bad boy up. That's going to be a fun little assignment because that's where we are. I am worthy. I am enough. Check out also all of my, my affirmation stations. They tend to not get as good of algorithmic response here on YouTube on this channel. But I am also over at Affirmation Station 111. And on there, I have 2 wonderful, they're the same ditties. There's, Feel Better Now, and then there's Feel the Money Now. And they both begin with, I am worthy, I am wanted, I am loving, I am kind. I'm embracing what I am choosing to remind all the parts of me they're loved, all my power is in me, that no matter where I am where I'm supposed to be. So that's one, that's Feel Better Now. And then the Feel the Money Now is, I am worthy, I am wealthy, I'm abundant, this is true. I'm excited I'm receiving all this money coming through because money is my friend and it's always here for me. I never have to chase it. I only have to be. So be sure to go check those out and play them on repeat. You can even get 2 of them free, downloaded. 2 different versions, a daytime and a nighttime of the Feel Better Now mantra there. Go check them out. You are the only one that can really truly ground into this, can anchor into this. That's why, hello, doing the work over here, sister. Okay? You've got to be the one to ground into this, and this is where we are. This is what we're working on right now. So check out the June's Super Sign Sunday, Divine Feminine Energy check-in. There's some wonderful empowerment strategies in there for you to be reclaiming your power and, again, owning this self-worth more and more and more, so that as you further and further ascend to your next and next levels, you're ready for it and you keep going and growing in exactly the direction you desire to. And with that, Goddess, I remind you that the power, it is in your hands. It is. You're being given so many tools and resources and opportunities all across the board. I am here to support you in all the ways I can. Be sure to check out all the tools and coaching and resources available to you at empowermentexperiences.com. There are more on the way. There's just so much happening, as we know. But that, again, is the magic of the power being in your hands. Because why? The power is and always, always has been inside you. Namaste.